Hi everyone, this is Anti. Welcome to another episode of Life and Wealth Mastery. It was a crazy and confusing market last week. I'm sure that 50% of the people enjoying the bull run of the stock market versus another 50 or maybe over 50% of the investors were betting on a bear market, meaning the market supposed to go down last week due to so many negative news. They were concerned about the unemployment, jobless could increase to 32%. As of last week, we were talking about 17 million Americans will file for the unemployment benefits. And according to Goldman Sachs, the GDP could drop to 34%. And nearly a third of U.S. apartment renters didn't pay April rent. And billionaires like Mark Cuban, Bill Ackman, Mr. Warren Buffett are raising more cash. Could it be because they anticipate a market crash? Just so you know, Warren Buffett sold about $30 million worth of Bank of New York Mellon stock last week, Simple BK. And a few days before that, Mr. Warren Buffett sold $390 million worth of Delta and Southwest shares. Usually, Mr. Warren Buffett have a tendency to buy a good value stocks and hold them for long term. He's not one of those guys that coming in and out of the market quickly. So why did he sell these airline stocks and Bank of New York Mellon stock? There are two reasons. Let me explain. One, he could see that there's no value in these airline stock because they're burning so much cash a day. Like for example, you look at Delta balance sheet, they are burning about $60 million a day. Okay, that is a lot of money. Okay, all those airplanes right now due to COVID-19 and all this shelter in place, nobody is traveling. Okay, so airline industry is hurting severely. And I'm sure Mr. Warren Buffett don't see the value in it. He could be figuring out that, hey, just like any other investor, I would think the similar ways that why am I having my money tied up here where I can take back the cash, cut the loss. Sometimes you got to cut the loss and then take the money back and seek for other opportunity somewhere else. And I think that could be the strategy that he's going to play. Or perhaps he just want to keep his holding less than 10% so that he doesn't have to go through a lot of regulatory with the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, so that he keep it under the low profile. That way he doesn't have to report the sell and buy of these stocks in the near future. Keep in mind, he's still owning some of it. It's not like he's selling everything, all the Delta or Southwest airline, okay? So he still owns United Airlines, he still owns some of the Southwest Airlines, still owning American Airlines, still owning Delta Airlines, but instead of like holding them at more than 10%, he is now owning all of them for less than 10%. So keep that in mind. So just because, you know how all this headlines and the news and the social media feed, they feed you only half of the story. I strongly recommend you gotta dig a little bit deeper to read between the line and analyze it and make a decision on buying and selling at your own research. So don't just focus on the headline. As for me, when I'm looking at this whole economy right now, this is my rule of investing. Okay, you can never time the market. Okay, the only time you going to get into the market is when you have extra money saving on the side that you don't need. And I'm thinking this is gonna be a long way to go. Is the economy not gonna be recover overnight or in the next few months here? It's gonna be a bumpy road ahead. I'm very optimistic, but at the same time, I'm very realistic with our state of our economy at this moment. As an investor, if you ask me personally, what I do is I will continue to do the dollar average cost investments method. Is every month I still put in my money into the stock market, but those are the money that I don't need in the next 18 or 24 months down the road. So if you don't have saving right now, I don't think you should be thinking about investing into the stock market because of the fear of missing out. Don't get caught into that. You just need to be patient. Last week, the Fed reacted so quickly to inject another $2.3 trillion into the U.S. economy, hoping to save the economy. We'll see how is that going to pan out. This is a time for you don't react. Okay, don't act too fast. You got to slow down and watch and see how things go first before you jump right in and make rash decision and try to predict the market. That's when you're going to lose a lot of money. Keep in mind, I am not a certified financial advisor. I'm a real estate agent and a real estate fund manager. I have been investing into both real estate and stock market over the last 20 years, and I'm here to share some of my strategies and my opinions about the economy. If you have further questions, feel free to reach out to me at 408-561-7539. I look forward to hearing from you. And until next time, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And whatever topic you want me to focus on, feel free to make a comment below and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next episode. Thank you.